Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
I think I've decided that this is my therapy office where I run therapy, mostly for myself and you guys. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope you've had a wonderful rest of your day. I'd love to report back in and show you what those sweet or butternut squash fries looked like, but I can't because they all got eaten. They were so delicious. Hi, MB. They were yummy, delicious, perfect. Didn't even need a dipping sauce. That's when you know they're really good. Anyways, I will be making those again. You don't see me in costume. That's right, Shane. For a multitude of reasons. Ah! Christopher, let's see if Streamlabs is on it today. Oh, look at you. We had a talk earlier today, me and Streamlabs. But first we'll say thank you, Christopher Angleby. My friend, my friend. So, I'm not in costume. But I did see a couple great costumes today that looked awesome. This is going to be a bit of a shorter show, though. Well, actually, hold on. Now I'm in costume. I'm a hot librarian. There you go. Ah! NPC, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Do. There wasn't enough cleavage. That couldn't have been me. Anyways, like I said, naughty teacher, yeah, we could do that. You guys are amazing, seriously. Sorry. I just took a big hit off my vape before we started, and that's why. I'm not sick. I'm just a little bit high. Also, Shane, I laughed at your comment earlier about me attacking a YouTuber attacking herself while sleeping. I do have like two Wolverine attack marks on my arm somehow. They're still there. It's crazy. That's funny, Gecko. I like that. That's actually funny. Okay. And for anybody who's keeping track, the recipe was actually really good. We've done very well making recipes, and that one was really good this morning. Super simple. Definitely not anything difficult. If you have a peeler, it would be even easier. I was just like, oh fuck, I gotta cut this thing with my knife hands. That's a Dr. Phil cinnamon toast can thing. Knife hands. Anyways, that's deep internet lore. Let's get going. We have 3 different hearings to watch, 2 different judges, 2 of our favies, and I don't think we've seen them. I promise. They just happened today. So we start with this boy, and we'll go on from there. Oh, you better put it on the screen, Paisley. How about that? How about that?
Good morning.
Holy girl.
Good morning.
She dressed up as
Judge will be
Velma?
right out.
Okay.
The judge will be right out. Girl, I get it, the glasses, but mine aren't real. Did you guys get lots of trick-or-treaters? Tell me. Tell me how many. You can't see through hers, it? Or mine. Mine's probably visible too. Casey Carey's here. You're having internet issues. That sucks. Don't worry, the judge is in no rush, apparently. Also, this Coca-Cola is cold. I'm gonna open it and drink it and enjoy it. You had about 40 kids, Donald? That's insane. It's only 4:20 here, but I don't think any kids are gonna come here. Are you telling me that these two were married, by the way? Whew, I think that's what they're saying. I haven't been to the gym yet, you guys. Another reason why we're gonna be done by, the second I press that button, he's gonna walk out. So we're just gonna talk through it. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be done. I'll lead you into Collins. I'm sending you to Collins. And I'm gonna go to the gym afterwards. And I might check out the candy and see if it's on sale yet.
Williamson versus Kyle Williamson.
For the record, this matter is before the court for a pretrial conference. The same is being conducted via Zoom. The court is in receipt of what appears to be a proposed consent judgment of divorce signed by the parties. Good morning. Are you Katrina Williamson? And sir, you are Kyle Williamson?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Before we proceed, there's one issue that needs to be addressed, and that is the fee waiver. When Ms. Williamson filed this complaint, she alleged that she was in public assistance, so the clerk waived the filing fee. Ms. Williamson, are you still receiving public assistance?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Williamson, the taxpayer should have to pay this, so the court, unless you're in public assistance, the court will order that you pay this filing fee. It's $175. And I'll give you time to pay that. Ms. Williamson wants to contribute toward that. She can do that, but the court cannot order her to do so.
Yeah, I was going to say that I will pay it because he sent me the money to pay it when we didn't know if I was going to get it waived or not. So I will pay that fee.
Okay. Okay, so you've agreed to pay that. When can you pay that?
I can come to the courts next week and pay that.
Okay, because I'm going to write in the judgment divorce you'll pay, but I want to put a specific date. And of course, you have to pay cash. I will not take a personal check.
Okay.
You can pay by credit card, but you can over the phone, but they're going to charge you a fee for paying by credit card. You save yourself a few dollars by simply paying for cash. If you have to pay one lump sum, you can't pay partial payments. So I'll write in the judgment divorce, and I'll provide a date. So give me a date in November that you can have that paid by. Let's pick a Friday in November.
November 8th.
Okay, that's a week from tomorrow. If Ms. Williamson, something happens, you cannot pay, you call the court, and I'll give you additional time. Just do not ignore it. Don't blow it off. That's when bench warrants issue, okay?
Yep.
So it's just make a note, 175. You just go in and give me your case number and tell me you're here to pay the filing fee. And if you could kindly, when you do that, bring a copy of the receipt up to the Judge Blank's office on the 4th floor. That would be appreciated. Then we know it's been addressed. Very well, Mr. and Ms. Williamson, can you both please raise your right hand and be sworn, please? Do you both solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Williamson?
Yes.
Get a little closer to your device. You're really hard to hear. So I don't know if you need to turn up your device or
apologize.
get closer. That's
I
better.
apologize.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Ms. Williamson, can you please state your name and current mailing address for the record?
Kyle.
Mrs.
Sorry.
Katrina Williamson, can you please state your name and mailing address for the record?
Yes, it's Katrina Williamson, and
Thank you. Ms. Williamson, is it true that you filed a complaint for divorce with this court on or about August 21st, 2024?
that is correct.
Is it further true that on the date you filed the complaint that you've been a resident of the County of Monroe for at least 10 days and the state of Michigan at least 6 months?
That is correct.
Is it further true that you married Kyle Williamson on or about August 22nd, 2003?
That is correct.
Is it true there's been a breakdown of your marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed and there's no reasonable chance of reconciliation?
Yes, that is correct.
Were there any children born or adopted during your marriage who are still minors?
No,
Are you currently pregnant?
no,
And you signed your name to this proposed judgment approving the terms and conditions contained therein, is that correct?
yes, that is correct.
Okay. Mr. Williamson, can you please state your name and mailing address?
Kyle Williamson, 18.
The same address. Wonderful. Mr. Williamson, did you hear the testimony this morning of your wife, Katrina?
Yes,
Was her testimony true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
correct.
And did you also sign your name to this proposed judgment?
Yes,
Okay, I'm going to walk through the terms of judgment with you. You both agree that spousal support is not awarded. That's forever barred. Each is awarded now you're still living together. And this judgment provides you're going to each be awarded the personal property current in your respective possession. So when you split up, will that be an issue, the personal property?
No,
no,
Okay. And you do not own the home that you're living in. You own no real estate. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay. There are no joint debts. Is that correct?
no,
So this judgment provides each will pay the debts in their own names. What about your lease? Is both your names on the lease?
The lease is in my name.
Okay, all right. This also provides this judgment that each will keep their own retirement plans or benefits, whether it's an IRA or 401k or pension. And finally, Ms. Williamson is seeking restoration or reform name of Linden, Linden. Ms. Katrina, do you have any questions for the court?
No, sir.
Mr. Kyle, do you have any questions for the court?
I do not.
Ms. Williamson, when you get a copy of the judgment divorce, so go out in today's mail or at least tomorrow. You need to take a copy to the Secretary of State and Social Security to facilitate that legal change of her last name, okay? To show the
Okay.
judgment divorce. And I'm going to add language in the judgment. I'll put my initials next to the language that I insert in this, that you shall pay the $175 filing fee on or before November 8th, 2024. I'm referring to you, Ms. Williamson. Very well. Based upon the testimony that's been presented this morning, as well as complaint filed in this matter, the court finds that jurisdiction has been established. The court further finds that there has been a breakdown in the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed, and there appears to be no reasonable likelihood that marriage can be preserved. Accordingly, it is ordered by this court that the marriage between the parties be and is thereby dissolved, and judgment shall enter granting a divorce and bonds of matrimony. Good luck to both of you. Obviously, even though you've been divorced, you can still be friends. So that's wonderful. You can both be in the same home. Well, good luck to both of you. And now, include the matter, you can both zoom out and have a good rest of the day.
I would just wonder if their life is like my life. In case you didn't know, I live with my ex. Not my ex-husband, but my ex-boyfriend, I suppose. Lover. Whatever. Sorry. Anyways, but I don't know. We have a unique scenario. A unique scenario. Indeed. Indeed. Also, I'm always intrigued because, like, about the ads that get sent to me. Because at this point, I pretty much think, like, that Google Daddy and YouTube Daddy know a lot about me. And so they seem to be pretty bang on. And not just ads, but like the things I see in my feeds or whatever. And I just think it's funny. Lately, there's this lady that's been popping up in my feed about women with receding hairlines. And I'm like, I started getting hyper vigilant about it. I was like, do I have a receding hairline? I don't, though. But one of my other YouTubers that I watched parted her hair on the other side and shared that she has a receding hairline. Anyways, this lady makes like little wigs for these people, and they're very sad. No, but I really don't. I really don't. Like, my hairline it's there. There ain't no hiding it. But when she like flipped her side part, her hairline was receding in this one spot. I was like, holy fuck, you would never guess. Anyways, okay. That wasn't to make fun of receding hairlines or this bald guy, by the way. None of the above. It's not why I did that. It was more like I just wonder, like, maybe just Google Daddy understands that I find it I like it when I see these people. The lady that does the ones that I'm talking about, like, she's a fucking magician. These ladies come in and they have varying states of whatever going on in their head, and then is that guy's shirt undone like Law Talk with Mike's? Oh my god, he's got more cleavage than I do today. Lewis, you're in court. Okay, Judge, you go.
The matter of Kelly Rowe versus Lewis Rowe.
For the record, this matter is before the court for a pretrial conference, same as being conducted via Zoom. Good morning.
Good morning.
Here's we have both parties present. You are Kelly Rowe, is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are Lewis Rowe Jr.
Yes,
Well, the court is in receipt of a proposed consent judgment of divorce, which both of you have approved, which is wonderful. I appreciate your cooperation in that regard. Can you both please raise your right hand to be sworn, please?
Right?
Do you both solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
I do.
Thank you. We'll start with you, Ms. Rowe. Can you please state your name and current mailing address for the record?
Kelly Jean Rowe, 43612.
Thank you. Ms. Rowe, is it true that you filed a complaint for divorce with this court on about August 21st, 2024?
Yes,
Is it further true that on the date you filed that complaint, that you've been a resident of the County of Monroe at least 10 days and state of Michigan at least 6 months?
yes, sir.
Is it further true that you married Lewis Rowe Jr. on June 19th, 1982 and separated in October of 2023?
Yes, sir.
That might be the longest marriage. Okay, somebody do the math. That's 6 years older than me, so 40 years? 39 years? Wow. Holy, that sucks. But perhaps it's happier for both of them and they wish they had done it years sooner and they regret waiting.
Is it true there's been a breakdown of your marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed? There's no reasonable chance of reconciliation.
Yes, sir.
Were there any children born or adopted during your marriage who are still minors?
No,
Are you currently pregnant?
no, sir.
And you signed your name to this proposed judgment approving the terms contained therein. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rowe, can you please state your name and current mailing address for the record?
Lewis M. Rowe Jr. One.
Thank you. Mr. Rowe, did you hear the testimony of your wife, Kelly, this morning?
Yes,
Was her testimony true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
yes,
And did you also sign your name to this proposed judgment approving the conditions contained therein?
yes, I did.
Okay, I'm going to walk through the terms of this judgment with both of you. You've agreed that spousal support is not awarded. That's formerly known as alimony, so neither one of you can come back before the court to ask for spousal support.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, we're going to. You've already divided your personal property, so each will keep the personal property currently in your possession, free and clear of any claim on the part of the other. There are no joint debts. Each will pay debts in their own name. You do not own real estate. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
And each will, the vehicles shall be divided according to the attached vehicle addendum,
Correct.
where it says the,
Yes, correct.
actually it's a divorce settlement agreement addendum. It says Lewis agrees to pay $56,000 to Kelly. This includes profit sharing, home equity, and outstanding debt. Lewis has agreed to pay off her car loan and sign over the title. Kelly has agreed to waive any alimony payments. That's fine, but it leaves a lot of details out. For example, when will the $56,000 be paid? No time frame.
Well, to my
Also, I just want to point out something. My ex-husband lost his hair before I met him when I was 19 and he was 22. He was already bald when I met him. So, and I don't know. I know maybe people, I think it's my visual imagery, but like looks are not the most important thing to me. That's really not it. I guess it's because I don't draw pictures of people in my head or like see pictures of it. I don't know, but the connection is much more important to me. But you know, like, but like hair is just hair, you know. Hair is just hair. Yeah, confidence is sexy. That's true. First, you look at the purse, Donald, do you? I need a new purse.
understanding, it can be paid when you issue the judgment so it can come out of my profit sharing. So whenever you say it, then she can bring the paper in and it can be taken care of right then.
Okay, well,
Does that make it?
again,
They had a name for the form, but I don't remember what it said. But it has to be a court paper saying that she's entitled to $56,000. That way it doesn't get taxed to me, it gets taxed to her.
okay, what you've got to do
If I
is one
draw
of
it
you
out,
needs to,
I got to pay tax on it.
one of you needs to retain
Excuse
an
me?
attorney, because what you're talking about, Mr. Rowe, is what's called a QDRO, Qualified Domestic Relations Order, that allows your pension, whatever your retirement plan is, to pay $56,000 to Kelly so it's not taxable. You need to prepare a separate order. So you need to contact a firm. Or contact an attorney, and the attorney will know how to contact a firm that specializes in preparing these documents, known as a qualified domestic relations order. You both need to provide that person with all the relevant information in terms of who your plan administrator is and all the particulars.
Okay, because that was when I talked to the lawyer from our company, and he was just saying, yes, something about this, whatever this Quattro thing is.
Make a note. You have a piece of paper and a pen, Mr.
I guess I
Rowe.
was under the assumption you were going to do that.
No, the court has not prepared the orders and judgments. I mean, we sent you a form judgment, but you returned that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some language in here that Lewis has agreed to pay $56,000 to Kelly. I'm going to put insert the phrase via a QDRO. Okay, so you can contact your company, Mr. Rowe. Maybe they'll give you a form quadro, maybe a form quadro, and you can both complete that, both sign it. That may work.
Okay.
And if not, then you need to hire an attorney, or you contact a firm like Quadro Express. If you're talking with an attorney in your firm, they can maybe recommend someone to you. So I'm going to put via Quadro, and the language I had in here, I'm going to put my initials next to it. So that's something you do. Now, also, if a third party has to prefer the Quadro, there's a fee. It's usually $500. So who will pay that? You share equally that fee, or who's going to pay it?
Would you agree to split it, Kelly?
Yes.
And maybe we can do it without that too. I'll find that out here in a few minutes.
Okay, but I'm going to put language in here in your addendum that Lewis has agreed to pay $56,000 to Kelly. I'm going to put via QDRO, and parties to share the preparation expenses equally, if there are any. If you have to hire a third party, that's about the standard fee, $500. You both share that equally. You understand that, and you're agreeable, Ms. Rowe?
Yes, yes, sir.
But first of all, find out, Mr. Rowe, if you can get a form quadro, and if so, you can complete that. And that may eliminate the need to incur this additional fee.
Okay.
So that
Yeah,
$56,000, that $56,000 says includes profit sharing, home equity, and outstanding debt. But there are no joint debts, correct? Hold on. Your judgment says there are no joint debts. Is that true and accurate?
There was, but he refinanced the house to pay for it.
Okay, so are there right now, today, October 31st, are there any joint debts or are they all in Mr. Rowe's name?
There should not be any joint debts because he paid them all off with the money he got from the house.
Okay, so the home has been sold, is that correct? There's no real estate.
He refinanced the house. He's keeping the house.
I do have the house.
Okay, this judgment of divorce says that the two of you do not own any real property.
I guess
So
we
you do
didn't
own real
read that.
property, but it's been awarded to Mr. Rowe, is that correct?
Yes,
As Miss Rowe, is it, in whose name is the property?
I'm
In his.
retaining, yes, I'm retaining the property.
I understand, but in whose name is the title?
Mine,
It's in his, it should be his name.
All right, so Miss, there's never in your name, Miss Rowe, you signed a quitclaim deed, conveyed it to, I'm just trying to avoid issues for both of you down the road, you know, I don't want you to have to come back to court.
yes, she,
Okay, so
she signed the quick claim deed.
all right, and the mortgage is only in your name, Mr. Rowe, is that correct?
Correct.
So the mortgage, okay, so in other words, that $56,000 is to be paid to Mrs. Rowe is in exchange for her interest in real estate, her interest in Mr. Rowe's retirement benefit, and any outstanding debt. In addition, Luce will pay off her car loan. So
Right,
that's
the
over
car-
and above the $56,000.
Car's in my
correct?
name, I will put, it's not coming
Hold
out
on,
at 56.
hold on.
I'm not sure she's getting a good deal here. It really depends on how much that house is worth. She needs a lawyer. Especially if he's willing to give her $56,000. That's concerning to me. You know? It's like, oh, then how much you got? It's not greedy, it's just what the lawyer needs to do. Also, this is depressing. I hate rice cakes, but this is what I'm eating.
Mr. Rowe. Hold
Okay,
on.
I'm sorry.
I'll allow you can then ask me questions. You're gonna pay off for a car loan, will that be over and above the $56,000?
Yes,
All right. And you have the title in your possession, so you're gonna pay that off, when?
before the end of the year.
Who's gonna make the monthly payments in the interim?
I am. The loan is in my name.
Okay, okay, we should probably identify what vehicle, what vehicle is this, that's titled in Mr. Rowe's name that you are operating, Ms. Rowe? There's a lot of details missing in this judgment.
It's a 2009 Lincoln MKX.
Who owes on in 2009? And that's 15 years. That's a 15-year-old vehicle. Can you even finance that? I know we've been through this before, but from working at a car dealership and like selling cars, it's just crazy to me.
I'm sorry, it's a 2009 Lincoln
MKX.
MKX.
Yes.
So that's entitled in Mr. Rowe's name, and he will.
He's going to pay it off and sign the title over.
But again, he wants till December 31st. Yeah, and is that agreeable?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, what about insurance? Who's gonna pay for the insurance?
Well, he's going to keep up the insurance for right now because it's in his name. But as soon as it's over to me, I will get insurance.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put I've identified the vehicle, 2009 Lincoln SKS. And this is to be done on or before December 31st, 2024, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
And you understand as part of this agreement, it says Kelly's agreed to waive the alimony payments. This is long-term marriage, 42 years. I'm sure you've each had a chance to talk to an attorney if you chose to do that. Ms. Rowe, generally being entitled to spousal support, but you've agreed that this $56,000 in the car, you're walking away and you're not going to ask for any spousal support, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that each of you have to get your own health insurance once this judgment of divorce is signed.
He has agreed to keep me on his insurance policy until the end of the year.
Nothing in this judgment says that. And if his employer finds out you're divorced, they're gonna terminate it.
No, we've already talked through my company that we're gonna hold her to the end of the terms, which is December, end of December.
Okay, there's nothing in judgment of divorce that says that. Do you trust Lewis will do
Well,
that?
we didn't,
Miss
excuse me,
Miss
but
Rowe?
we did not
That
Miss
was,
know
Rowe,
that
until
was a
late.
last
hold
minute
on.
decision.
Hold on, Miss Rowe, there's nothing in
Yes.
judgment of divorce that says that. So you can't come back and say, well, he promised me this. Are you comfortable with his promise that he'll do that?
Yes.
All right. Okay, just letting you know. It's not spelled out in the judgment. And of course, with this, each of you will keep your own retirement plans other than the 56,000 going to Kelly via qualified domestic relations order. Each will keep their own retirement plans. You've already divided your personal property. And finally, Miss Kelly was seeking restoration of former name of Andress, Andress. So when you need a
Yes,
copy of
sir.
the judgment, Miss Rowe, you need to take a copy to Secretary of State and Social Security to facilitate that legal change of her last name, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Ms. Kelly, do you have any questions for the court?
Is this going to be final today?
If you're asking the court to do so, yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to enter the judgment today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Rowe, do you have any questions for the court?
Nope, I'm all
Okay.
set.
So it's been noted that everything is recorded. So if there's ever an issue, you can always order a transcript. But Mr. Rose agreed to maintain insurance, health insurance for the benefit of Kelly till the end of this year. He's also agreed to pay off the loan on her Lincoln MKS as our title on or before December 31st. Also, he will promptly secure entry of a qualified domestic relations order. Get that going as soon as possible. And each
And he
share half.
he has to get that, right?
Correct, because it's his plan. He needs to contact. He said he's been in contact with a lawyer for his company. That's the first place to start. See if the lawyer can give you a Form Quadro, QDRO. It stands for Qualified Domestic Relations Order. It's a federal law that allows transfer of interest in retirement plans without being taxable or a penalty.
Correct. I will take care of that.
And if in fact the lawyer does not have a form, he may be able to suggest you a firm that will prepare this for you. So you want to get and make arrangements, make those contacts as soon as possible, Mr. Rowe, because otherwise Ms. Rowe is waiting for this money.
Yep. I will take care of this right away.
All right. Do either of you have any questions?
No.
No, sir.
All right. Based upon the testimony that's been presented this morning, as well as complaint filed in this case, court finds that jurisdiction has been established. Court further finds that there has been a breakdown in the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed. There appears to be no reasonable likelihood that the marriage can be preserved. Accordingly, it is ordered by this court that the marriage between the parties being as hereby dissolved and judgment shall enter granting a divorce from bonds of matrimony. Court will sign the judgment this morning. Good luck to both of you. A copy will be mailed out. And that will conclude this hearing. You can, good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Wow. Actually, hold on. They're both. Oh, look, they were both on here at the end for a minute. Watch.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Interesting. Back to the warmth of the fire. No virtual trick-or-treaters tonight. Do you think that's where Halloween will go one day? A virtual trick-or-treating where kids go in a game and then get digital currency or digital candy. Trick or treat. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful Hallows Eve. I would implore you to be safe for the rest of your night. I'm sending you on over to Colin's house. Collins, I don't know what he's doing. Probably something better than I did. And I hope that you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna go to the gym. Keep saying it, Paisley. If you keep saying it, it'll happen. I am actually going to go to the gym. I am. Again, cheapest dopamine I've found lately. You sort of have to behave there. I mean, well, there's a reason I don't go, KC Carey. I'm just joking. It's because I'm going to the gym. Anyways, remember that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.